Wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, cold showers, journaling, gratitude, affirmations, vision boards, no social media, no sugar, 75 hard 100x thinking. Hustle harder, rest smarter. You've heard it all. Every corner of the internet is packed with so-called success hacks promising to transform your life overnight. But what if you actually tried them? Not for a day, not for a week, but for 60 straight days. That's exactly what I did. For 60 days, I became a human experiment testing nearly every mainstream productivity and success tip I could find. Not the ones that sound cool, the ones people claim actually change their lives. No shortcuts, no excuses. And now, I want to tell you what actually worked and what was just hype. So if you're tired of theory and want the real truth about success habits, buckle up. This video might just save you years of trial and error. Let's start at the beginning. Day 1. I cleared my calendar, took notes like a maniac, and gave myself 2 rules. Commit to each habit long enough to feel the result. Be radically honest about what's useful and what's not. Here's what I tested over the 60 days. Waking up at 5 a.m. daily exercise, cold showers, intermittent fasting, no social media, daily journaling, meditation, gratitude, writing, visualization, reading for 30 minutes a day, affirmations, dopamine, detoxing, minimalism, digital planning, goal setting and tracking, weekly reflection, Pomodoro technique, deep work, blocks, high protein diet, sleep optimization, limiting decision fatigue, evening shutdown routine. Yeah, it was a lot. But now, after 60 days, here's what actually worked. Let's break it down. Morning routines, overrated, but not useless. Everyone swears by the 5 a.m. club, so I tried it. For the first 2 weeks, I hated it, groggy, grumpy, half awake, but by week 3, something shifted. Not because 5 a.m. is magical, but because it forced structure. I learned it wasn't the time that mattered. It was the consistency. What worked gives waking up at the same time every day, whether that's 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. Having a predictable first 60 minutes where I didn't look at my phone, ate clean, and moved my body. Verdict: morning routines matter, but make them yours, not someone else's. Cold showers, surprisingly effective. Let me be real, I expected this to be total hype. But cold showers, legit. They woke me up faster than coffee, improved my mood, and more importantly, they built mental toughness. When you start your day with a small act of discomfort, it's easier to tackle big challenges later. Verdict: cold showers equals yes, even if just for 30 seconds they work. Intermittent fasting, game changer for focus. Skipping breakfast used to sound unhealthy, but once I adjusted, I noticed something. Gives no post-breakfast crash. Gives better focus in the morning. Gives more discipline with food overall. It simplified my day and kept my energy levels more stable. Verdict: intermittent fasting works great if you stay hydrated and eat clean meals during the window. No social media. The productivity multiplier. I deleted all social apps for the entire 60 days except for posting scheduled content. No scrolling, no doom spirals. And let me tell you, I got hours of my life back. My mind felt quieter, I was more present, and I stopped comparing myself to everyone's highlight reel. Verdict: life without social media equals more mental clarity, more time, less anxiety. Daily journaling and gratitude. Simple but powerful. Journaling wasn't always exciting, but it worked, especially when I kept it short. Each morning I wrote 3 things I'm grateful for, 1 thing I'm focused on, 1 lesson from yesterday. That's it. But over time, it rewired how I thought. I stopped focusing on what I lacked and started noticing what I had. Verdict: journaling equals yes, if you keep it focused and consistent. Meditation didn't feel it, but it helped. To be honest, I didn't always feel results from meditation, but I noticed subtle differences. I reacted slower to stress. I noticed negative thoughts earlier. I stayed more centered during chaos. Even 5 minutes a day made a difference. It's like flossing for your mind. Verdict: quiet time matters. Meditation builds resilience even if it's invisible at first. Visualization and affirmations. Mixed results. Here's the thing, affirmations alone didn't change much for me. Repeating "I am successful" in the mirror felt awkward, but visualization, that was different. When I took time to see my goals already done, felt it emotionally, something shifted. I started making decisions like the future version of me already existed. Verdict: visualization equals helpful. Affirmations equals only if paired with belief and action. Exercise daily. Non-negotiable. This one was a no-brainer. Moving my body every single day, even for just 20 minutes, changed everything, boosted my energy, improved my sleep, sharpened my focus, crushed stress like nothing else. And no, it didn't have to be intense. Some days it was just a walk. Verdict: daily movement is not a hack, it's a foundation. Deep work, blocks, and Pomodoro. For work, my output doubled. No exaggeration. It forced me to focus, stopped multitasking, and gave my brain recovery time. Verdict: deep work with clear boundaries is a superpower in today's distracted world. Dopamine detox. Hard, but I did 1 full weekend of no screens, junk food, or stimulation, just reading, walking, writing. It was hard, but wow, was it powerful. Afterward, I noticed I appreciated simple things more. Music hit deeper. Conversations felt richer. Verdict: everyone should try a dopamine detox at least once a month. Goal setting plus weekly reviews. The secret weapon, the most underrated habit I tested. Weekly planning and review. Every Sunday I looked at what I accomplished, what didn't work, what I'm focusing on next. This one habit kept me on track more than any other. Verdict: don't just set goals, review them regularly. That's where the magic happens. Sleep optimization. Better than caffeine. No blue light at night. No food 2 hours before bed. Cool, dark room. Regular bedtime sounds boring, right? But the results, incredible. When my sleep improved, everything got easier. Focus, mood, energy, creativity. Verdict: you don't need more hustle. You need better rest. Minimalism and decision fatigue. Clear mind, better choices. I simplified my wardrobe, cleaned my workspace, stopped overthinking every little thing. And the results were immediate. Less clutter equals less mental friction. I had more brain power to focus on what mattered. Verdict: fewer decisions, better life. So, what didn't work? Here's the part you won't hear in most productivity guru videos. Not everything helped. Here are a few things that didn't move the needle for me. Scripting every hour of my day. Too rigid. Led to burnout. Overloading my mornings with 10 habits. Created pressure instead of peace. Affirmations without belief. Empty words don't create change. Working late into the night always backfired. Success isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things consistently. Here's what actually worked. The essentials after 60 days. Here's what's stuck. Daily movement, consistent wake up and wind down times. Focused work blocks, digital detoxing, short journaling and reflection, minimalism, and better sleep, visualizing. Future you and acting like them. Today, if you build a life around these 7, you'll move further than most people sprinting in circles. Closing thoughts, narrator. If you're chasing success, remember this. It's not about finding the perfect hack. It's about finding what aligns with you, your goals, and your energy. There's no one size, but there is a version of success that fits you perfectly. The only way to find it is to start experimenting. So here's your challenge. Pick one habit from this video, just one, and try it for the next 7 days. No pressure, no perfection, just progress. Because success doesn't come from knowing what works. It comes from doing it. Outro: call to action, narrator. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Drop a comment below. What habit are you trying this week? And if you want more no BS experiments like this, subscribe to Epic Will. Because here, we don't just talk motivation, we test it. Thanks for watching. Stay consistent.
Stay curious.
And above all, keep showing up.